I hope you guys enjoying the day off, of course, MLK Day, if you are actually lucky enough to get it off. In time to reflect, you'll see a lot of quotes, of course, you're getting throughout the whole day about things that MLK said, but also remember the whole thing that came together, the embodiment of the entire civil rights movement that he is, of course, the main namesake of, but always remember what it really means and take the time to reflect for a minute, and it'll all work out fine for you, man.
Yeah, and in that spirit, we've got some clips that we've done on the Young Turks over the past year where we're talking about different issues that affect people of color, a little bit of fun here and there, but we'll start with definitely some fun. We have a clip of Ben Carson, who was upset that he got kicked out of a church when he tried to do a press event there. It's pretty funny, let's watch.
Ben Carson was setting up for a presser in Baltimore, and the vacant church parking lot he was doing this in did not like it, right? So the people who work at the church were like, no, you gotta go right now. Now keep in mind, this is in Baltimore, and Baltimore's been in the news because Donald Trump has attacked Baltimore and referred to it as rat infested. And so the Morning Star Baptist Church of Christ in Baltimore decided to kick Ben Carson out. A church member named Gregory Evans asked him to leave, and then Carson got very heated about it. So let's take a look at what he had to say.
You know, we just have all this animosity all the time. For instance, you guys know you were set up on this property right here. It's a church. They say, get off of our property. You know, a church, when we're talking about helping the people, I mean, this is the level to which we have sunken as a society. And it's so important that we stop this madness, because, you know, we have some threats, but it's not China, it's not Russia, it's not North Korea, it's us. And whether we can learn how to work together and realize that we're not each other's enemies.
I mean, is this guy living on the same planet as us? I mean, he's working for an administration that has exploited any type of division in the country for its own personal political gain.
So two things about this. One is the incompetence, let's start there. You're a cabinet secretary. You might have wanted to tell the church, hey, you know what? I'm gonna come tomorrow. Is it okay if I use your church's parking lot? My guess is they would have said likely yes, because they're like, oh wow, cabinet secretary. It turns out the guy who kicked him out had no idea it was Ben Carson, right? And he's like, what is this dude randomly setting up a press conference in our parking lot, right?
Yep.
And then secondly, if they say no, it's really embarrassing. You wouldn't want to say that in front of the press, right? So enormous incompetence, can't plan one step ahead. Now, the even more important point is the one that Anna's getting to there. So you feel personally aggrieved that they didn't let you set up in the parking lot, but you don't think it's okay for Baltimore to be aggrieved when the guy you work for called them filthy and disgusting and rodent infested and attack them, and by most accounts on racial grounds. And so he thinks, oh, us insulting you to no end is no problem at all. I can do that, I can spit in your face, I can proverbially and politically slap you across the face. But then if you tweak me and say, I can't use your parking lot without asking first, oh my, what has become of decency in America? And they say it with a straight face, you know why? Because they're conservative. Conservatives don't empathize with anybody, and they don't empathize with it unless it happens to them. They're like, oh my God, I couldn't use a parking lot. I couldn't use a parking lot.
Yeah.
Well, weren't you 8 times, 1,000 times more mad when your boss insulted Baltimore in 1,000 worse ways?
Yeah, I mean, it is hilarious to see right-wingers say something negative about Christians when they feel personally aggrieved, right? So a church doesn't want you to use the parking lot, and all of a sudden you're losing it over how inhumane people are and how rude people. No, the fish rots from the head down. That church had all the right in the world, and I'm glad they kicked your ass out.
Ben Carson gets everything that comes towards him, in my opinion.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, Jayar. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.